Good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I would request you to please press like and subscribe. That will enable you to get further notifications of all the videos that I will be uploading on my YouTube channel. Today, what we are going to talk about is basically the Indian economy's recovery. The national lockdown has been extended by 2 weeks. Today, the May the 2nd, we have about over 37,000 people that are infected with COVID-19. And in the state of Maharashtra, the state I come from, over 10,000 people have been tested positive as far as COVID-19 is concerned. India has been in a shock and India has been in a shock and a lockdown from the last couple of weeks. Millions of SMEs have shut down business and a lot of people have lost their jobs. The biggest problem is the migrant workers. In the last 48 hours, we've seen some kind of train services resume for migrant workers to really go back to their home destination. However, maybe it's a little too late and it would be difficult in terms of resumption of production as far as industrial activity is concerned. As far as economic theories are concerned, there are three major theories that are really prevalent. First theory is the V-shaped recovery. A V-shaped recovery is after a big economic crisis like COVID-19 takes place, the recovery is relatively fast. The recovery takes place anywhere between 3 to 6 months, and there is no permanent damage on the supply side as well as the demand side of it. The second economic theory that's really prevalent is a U-shaped recovery. A U-shaped recovery is a recovery in which there is some kind of permanent damage as far as demand side is concerned, and the recovery takes a little longer. The recovery would be anywhere between 6 months to 9 months. And third, the most dreaded economic recovery is the L-shaped recovery. An L-shaped recovery is there is humongous amount of damage as far as the economy on the demand side and the supply side is concerned. And the recovery period is relatively large. The recovery period can anywhere be between 9 months to about 18 months. So what are we looking at? Are we looking at a U-shaped recovery, V-shaped recovery, or are we looking at an L-shaped recovery? Like most governments around the world, they would really hope and bet on a V-shaped recovery, but they should prepare for a L-shaped recovery. However, please remember, COVID-19 is something that happens once in 100 years. It's the biggest pandemic in 100 years, caused the maximum amount of economic damage as far as the last 80 years is concerned. So it could so happen that the recovery may not be a V, U, or a L. However, it could be well a W-shaped recovery. What is a W-shaped recovery? Today, what is really happening is India has been divided into zones. The red zone, where cases are really spiking, the orange zone, and the green zone. Green zone, economic activity to a large extent will start. Orange zone, where partial starting of economic activity will happen. And red zone is the dangerous zone where hardly any economic activity would really happen. So assuming that probably in the month of June, when things really normalize and things really open out, uh, economic activity will start across the country, but there's a very high possibility that zones from the orange can fall into the red and green can fall into orange. Thereby, there could be a phenomena where there could be a start-stop as far as the Indian economy is concerned. Thereby, there would be a phenomena of a W-shaped recovery where it would take time and it would be a few good months and then a stop again. Hence, 2020 would be a very difficult year as far as the Indian GDP and overall economy is really concerned. I am sure the government will come up with appropriate packages, which is in the pipeline. However, the recovery would most probably be a W-shaped recovery. Q1 is a washout. As far as majority of the companies are concerned, there is zero sales. Eminent companies like Maruti have reported zero sales as far as Q1 is concerned. Q2 recovery would be about 20 to 30%. Q3 recovery would be anywhere between 40 to 60%. That's only in Q4 that we will look at a production of about 70 to 90%. So we definitely have a long road to recovery as far as COVID-19 is concerned. So let's hope for a V-shaped recovery and let's be positive. However, most probably there would be a W-shaped recovery. Please remember, as far as the stock market is concerned, from the lows of March 23rd to 24th, they have done exceptionally well as far as the month of April is concerned, mainly due to the reasons of liquidity. The Federal Reserves has been really printing money and injecting liquidity. And India being one of the favored destinations as far as overall the overall investment is concerned, liquidity will be drawn on to the Indian markets as well. So what the stock markets has been working on is basically liquidity and not fundamentals. Nothing much has changed since the lows of 23rd, 24th in terms of fundamentals for the Indian economy. In fact, the count has increased many-fold and it's got worse. So as far as this year is concerned, the mantra should be survive and then thrive. So if you survive this year, 2021, you could really have a recovery that would be of some substance. So be prepared for a start, stop phenomena that's going to happen in India in all of 2020. Thank you so much.